Oof, it is Friday. Been a tough day, but we're here, the weekend. I'm gonna play for maybe an hour and a half, maybe even two, depending on how things work out. I may actually take occasional 5-minute breaks. I'm dealing with a minor sprain, which is pretty annoying. Healing up, but you know how sprains are. Always a pain. Yeah, but it's always fun to play Oxygen Not Included. What I like about streaming is that it's a video log in the worst case scenario. You know, where I can kind of come back and see what was going on. It's a pretty complicated game. You know, I don't always have time to play it like I used to play these things. So for a game like this, it's really easy to come back after a couple of weeks and be completely lost. And then, you know, I'm trying to catch up to see what's going on. Oh, we got somebody in chat. Nice you also play this game. I had this game for a couple of years. Yeah, I mean, I've been playing this game forever. On and off, really. I think it came out of early access back in, 2018 or so? And then it might have been an early access back in 2017, late 2016, possibly. Yeah, but it's fun. There's also a really big mod community behind it. So, you know, if you really want to change how the game plays, you can do that. I'll do, quality of life things, though. Nothing that really makes it ridiculous or really easy or anything. And then sometimes I'll add a difficulty mod here or there. Just to keep it fresh. And then Clay is also actively working on it. I think we have DLC coming up in a month or so. It's actually in public beta as well. So some fun things to play with, you know? Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and continue with this, taking it pretty slowly. Not really ramping up all that fast, because I really just use it to relax. Experiment with different things and whatnot. There's some obvious problems I need to solve over here, mainly stress. If I can find this guy. There he is. I also have Don't Starve Together. Yeah, Don't Starve Together is fun. I remember when it was just Don't Starve, when it was just a single player game. And it was interesting because ahead of Clay, I forget his name, but he was talking about trying to get a multiplayer version of it made. He would go around the office and ask people if they were interested in multiplayer. And I like that because he didn't really force it on anybody, even though he's the head of the studio. He didn't go to anybody and say, we must do this. He wanted to find people who were passionate about it, and then they made it. And I think it really shows. I really like that approach, that idea that they took on. Yeah, but Don't Starve Together can be huge. I haven't played it in a while, but I remember playing it a lot with friends back in the day. Let's see what we got going on here. He's stressed out. He's always going to be stressed out because I did kind of overburden him a little bit. Now, the funny thing about him is that he can always bring it down because I have all of these different rooms here that increase morale. So, if I check him out now, you're going to see his stress is going to drop. It's always on the cusp of being really bad, but then it's salvageable. I'm just trying to think about this. It has more content than normal Don't Starve. Yeah, Don't Starve Together has way more content. Because remember, Don't Starve was the original game, and then Don't Starve Together was a new game, and then I think you can also play Don't Starve Together solo. So there's really no reason for them to update Don't Starve anymore. So it's really just together now. You can make your own server and just play by yourself, and it's the same experience with more things, right? Ooh, nice, we have a stone to hatch egg. You're trying to plan this out. I'm gonna pause a lot as I think about these things. Let's put it up here. And I'm also going to need, let's see. Are we gonna do incubators? We could do one. Yeah, we'll do an incubator. Oh, it's too big. Yeah. Alright, we'll just put it up there. Not a big deal. You know what the real problem is over here? It's the fact that he's sopping wet. Like, I have liquid locks over here, but every time they go through, they get hit with this debuff. Which is a pretty huge debuff, plus 20 per cycle. If you don't have, like, a lot of morale boosting facilities, it can actually be quite a bit. I'm trying to think about it. Where am I going to put the shower room? That's probably the next step. That is this polluted water? That's clean water. Okay. What if I put the showers over here? I don't know if this will work. It might not work. We'll see. And then that way they can at least shower. They can get rid of the sopping wet debuff, which is really the killer right now. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And we'll do that. And then it's a little bit of a loop, pretty simple loop. It's pretty cold down there, so I don't mind digging downwards. Also gonna dig from the outside, just so we're not pulling up the base. And then they'll be okay. I don't need to worry about it now. We got the stone hatch egg. I gotta take care of that. I need stone hatches because that's going to give me smooth hatches. Smooth hatches are going to allow me to create refined metal without needing to use machinery, which means I'm not using a bunch of power or producing heat to do it. We got the Drecos going up here. We got the incubators that only run long enough to get lullabied. We got water. We're gonna exploit this soon, very soon. I just need a sweater because these guys will absolutely get frostbite if I don't. I'm just waiting. And then I'm gonna go ahead and exploit this. Also going up here to exploit that. There's a carbon dioxide geyser. I need to go ahead and close that off as well. Take care of that in a minute. And then that's gonna feed the Flicksters. I'm probably gonna do a Flickster farm over here. Yeah, they're working over here. I know some people like to speed up the game when they're playing, but I like to do medium speed. I like to kind of track what's going on. Because as I'm tracking, I'm thinking about potential things to do in the future. It's like how am I gonna handle X thing, you know? So I really like taking my time in that sense, and that way I don't feel like I'm really rushing to do anything. Because ultimately you can play this game for like thousands of cycles. I've seen like YouTube videos where people are on like cycle like 1500 and stuff, so there's really no rush. It can feel like you're in a rush if you have like a lot of duplicates, and then you need to ramp up really fast, but you can also take it slowly. Like right now I only have 3 duplicates over here because I don't have a renewable source of oxygen yet. I'm using algae. That's not a long-term source, but it's good enough for 3. I also have a very small farm plot, which is really only going to be good enough for like the dupes I have. So basically what I'm doing now is I'm getting another set of farms ready to go. Also got to check that. That's slime lung, which is an issue. We have oxygen mask, so maybe I can actually risk it. Maybe I can risk it. I just don't want to risk it. Slime lung's so dangerous. I'm going to need it to be 40, which means I'm going to have to go down there. I'm going to have to risk it. 40, yeah. Let me see if I can avoid it. I can also put slime lung all the way down here, which might be a better play. Because it does die in carbon dioxide, so maybe I'll just drop it down there. Maybe we'll do that. We'll try that. I could also kill it with radiation. The base is too cold, so all the plants are dying. Which is a good problem to have. Just go ahead and do this. Critter egg, stone hatch. Which is what we want. And we should have about 4 or 5 critters here. Oh, I see what's going on. I also need to put them somewhere, don't I? Oh, I see where the egg is. I need to put the sage hatches somewhere as well. I might just drop them down here. The extra sage hatches. That's oxygen generation down here, which is enough for this base. And then this base doesn't have the same issue as the other one because I have showers up here. And then the trees are cleaning all of the polluted water. That's a nice little system in place. What are we doing up here? You're doing that. That's good. We're going to research that to see when it next goes off. And then we're going to create a... Ooh, that is hot. Try to figure out where I'm going to create this Flickster farm. Or the Flickster ranch. Not sure yet. Maybe up here. Ooh, nice. There we go. We got the other shearing station going so we can finally do a sweater. I can go ahead and exploit that. Yeah, he'll be okay. Is that a shower room? No, because we have industrial machinery. Yeah, so that's not gonna work. I figured as much. How big is this room? What if I did this? That'd be 12 tiles. How big does it need to be? Oh, shower room. Alright, so I could probably do this. I could probably close that off, delete that. Go ahead and do that. Do that. And that way I actually have enough. Ooh, Rubik's Cube. I do like the fact that we have skins now. That's a new thing that Clay did. They kind of added the ability to add skins to your dupes and stuff, and to your base and whatnot. It's a nice little extra. It's also kind of like a microtransaction, but it doesn't really give you any sort of benefit. It's literally just a skin, so you don't have to worry about it if you don't care. Like I know we all hate microtransactions nowadays, but I don't mind the ones that are truly optional. Like legitimate horse armor, if you remember that. Like things that really add nothing to the game other than flair. I never really mind those. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Okay, looks like we got more grub fruit seeds, so we'll do that. He's working on the sweater, which I'm gonna give to Ellie. And they're gonna have to share it, unfortunately. I'm gonna say default is nobody goes through, but Ellie can go back and forth. He's gonna finish that up. Also gotta get this sorted out. And the only other problem is the fact that when they're showering in here, it's going to let carbon dioxide in, so it's gonna vent out a little bit of carbon dioxide. I could actually solve that pretty easily though if I made a filter, put a filter here. I might actually do that. It's pretty cheap. We'll see though. Also gonna go ahead and make that a mechanical airlock door. How are we doing up here? Ugh, slime lung. Alright, well, it's oxygen, so it's not that bad. Gonna do that. We're gonna store it down here. It's so dangerous. Okay, we got the sweater. Let's give it to Ellie. Ellie's gonna go ahead and get this done now. I'd like to make that a bigger deal than it currently is. I'd like to close that off once it happens. Also need to wrangle these guys because they are pests. They're cute, but they're pests. Now let's see what we got. This is gonna be a farm. I thought I might needs to be pretty big. Okay, let's see. Sweep only. Well, not sweep only. Organic. Slime, because that's really very, very dangerous. We're gonna go through there. And then we should be safe, I think, because we're dealing with the polluted oxygen. So you see it's off-gassing right here, but it's also dying in what do you call it? In oxygen. So if I can actually take a look at it. See, it's going down. But it is starting to spread though, so I gotta worry about that for sure. I'm actually gonna make this a very important sweep right now. Yeah, this is not great. It's not gonna spread very far, fortunately. But I also like to mop this up. That's always gonna be the issue, is the fact that it spreads. Yeah, it is, yeah, it's spreading. Not great. That's exactly what I was afraid of, from being honest. Actually. Like in the base game, Slime Lung doesn't really matter, but I have diseases restored. Could bring Slime Lung back to how it used to work, and it is deadly. It's absolutely deadly if you don't take care of it, so. Yeah, that's why I'm doing all of this, it's bad. Come on, come on, that's the next one. Forget this. Take care of it. They're gonna take care of it. Oh boy. It's spreading. It's not a lot. It's also an oxygen, which is the key thing. Like, germs can't spread in oxygen. Or at least they die off in oxygen, which is why you're incentivized to kind of clean it up. Oh no, he's covered in slime lung. Oh no. It's no good. Oh no, what are you gonna do? It's really bad. That's bad. Oh boy. I'm just watching him because he can absolutely start an epidemic. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Jeez. I'm taking a gamble with it for sure. Taking a gamble. Ugh. Yeah, it's not really gonna spread here because of that. Oh boy. It's only bad if you breathe it in though, but man. It's so dangerous. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. He's gonna spread it. Oh, this is no good. Okay, he's disinfecting it. Yes, disinfect. Disinfect. I gotta do it. I'm telling you, when these guys catch slime lung, that's it. They just die. It's like you have 10 cycles to save them, and then that's it. Ah, jeez. Okay, he's fine. So I need to actually deal with this now. Yeah, that is scary stuff for sure. Oh, how we doing? Okay, we got that. Trying to get these guys out of here. Okay, when does this next go off? Ooh, a long time from now. Alright, that's pretty far away. Alright, there we go. We'll be okay. Jeez. It's just very scary, for sure. Oh no! It's chlorine. Yeah, it's gonna die in chlorine. Anytime I see it, I'm gonna go nuts. It's dying though. Jeez. I mean, I did it. I'm the one who allowed it, so. Oof. Give me 1 second. Yeah, this might have to be for an hour tops. I'm gonna have to take a lot of stretch breaks. Yeah, muscle strains suck. At least the good thing about it is I have a liquid lock. But it can't go through liquid, right? So even though it's over here, it's not gonna go through the liquid. Oh boy. Yeah, it's off-gassing too. Hold on. Dangerous, very dangerous. That's a very dangerous play, for sure. Let me go ahead and open this up. How are we doing? Here we go. And I was gonna do that. That's kind of a farm over here. And how we doing over here? Okay, then just go ahead and put a flower there. Also, something I dislike is the fact that they don't treat that like grubfruit seed. They treat it like grubfruit, like the blossom plant. It never really works out the way you'd think. Okay, how's Ellie doing? She can actually go now. Yeah, that's gonna be a big problem. It's so cold over here. But I think she'll be okay. I'm actually prepared for it. And then these guys are just keeping the ranches small. That way I don't have cramped critters, which is pretty important. That's what he's doing. He's gonna mess it up again. Yeah, here he goes. Yeah, yep. Pip. Adorable until they aren't. I mean, isn't Ellie supposed to be digging? I think she has super duper hard digging. Yeah, super hard. Yeah, so she can absolutely go there. I don't know why she's supplying anything. She shouldn't be supplying. That's not her job anymore. Important to give your dupes jobs, so they're not doing everything, right? Oh, let me also do that. Polluted oxygen. Let me just go ahead and do the mechanized airlock. I think he's about to go shower in a minute. How we doing? We cleaning it up? Yep. Oh, that is so scary. Well. We can't take off the oxygen mask over here, basically. Like, we'll survive, but it's just dangerous. Like, if Michael Jackson leveled the dangerous. Man, I miss Mike. It's been, what, 10 years now since he passed? Something like that? Crazy. Like, I was watching a documentary earlier today. And it was crazy. This guy would enter the room and women would just faint. Just like, oh, it's Michael. Gone. Like, his concerts literally had security just to cart fans away because he kept fainting all over the place. It was crazy. Kind of a once in a lifetime talent right there. Like, I'm kind of dating myself, but he's just that great, you know? It's kind of one of those things where they're just good forever, you know? Like, my nephew's like Michael Jackson, and they're like 6 and 9, so. Generational talent right there. Let's see, 62. How we doing? Slime lung. I can handle it. I just need to get rid of all of the polluted oxygen. If I can do that, then it's not going to be an issue anymore. So now I'm kind of focusing on that as a goal. Get rid of all the polluted oxygen. So the slime lung will just die off, right? Like, it's dying off over here slowly. You see it kind of dying there. Also spreading because of this, so I need to get rid of that. Jeez. Should probably close that off because that's a source. You know what I should do? Hold on. Yes, I have them. Perfect. These guys will kill off slime lung dead. Like, they'll just end it. So let's get these guys going. If I can drop these critters on this side of the, base, then they'll absolutely just kill off slime lung. Because of radiation. Radiation kills germs. And they're constantly radiating. Or irradiating the atmosphere, really. Or surroundings. Lullaby. There she goes. She's off to work. Okay, perfect. This cold's gonna seep over there, though. That guy is still there. Get out of there. Here, guy. How many we got here? 7. Okay. Let's do Sage Hatches over here. Yeah, and we'll put the extras in here. Oh, idle. What? How are you idle? You guys are getting ready to take a break, right? I would imagine. Ah, I see. No ladder. Although I don't think that matters, does it? They might just be getting ready to take a break. Yeah, they don't have a whole lot to do. Maybe I'll start getting the spam ready. Also got skills to learn. Ari, I don't think he can learn anything else. Joshua will be fine. Probably go for that. Yeah, I don't think I can give him anything else. Alright, we'll live. We're doing alright now. Get rid of all of the slime lung. He's trapped. That's sad. They haven't done that yet. Only 3 dupes, though. Trying to get this water going. Once I have that going, I'm going to go for blossom seeds. Or bristle blossoms, rather. Really have 2 dupes idle? Are you kidding? Who's idle? Why are you idle? Cannot reach food. What? You can't leave? What? Why can't you? Oh, that's silly. Whoops. I wasn't even thinking about that. That's my bad. We got it. Yeah, we're okay. That's why they were idle. They couldn't get where they needed to go. Still waiting for them to finish that. We're gonna do, let's see, probably one shine bug. Gonna make that a 6. We should have enough phosphorite, I think so. Really? We don't? Huh. Okay, we have too much in here. Maybe 1,000. Maybe 500. I like the fact that you can wrangle flying critters. That wasn't possible a few patches ago. I really need to stretch. Let's do that in a minute. Other grub. Let's also drop them down here, I think. Like I should really have the Sweetles in their own ranch. I'm actually gonna do that. This is 60 towels, that's 5. I'm actually gonna do another 60 then. So right here then. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh. Yeah, we'll do that. And I'm gonna have grubs, and I'm gonna have Sweetles. That way, I have units that are specifically for tending the farm, and I have units that are for producing sucrose. And then I have all the excess down there. There we go. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Yeah, they're gonna kill all of the germs. It's great. They're just gonna irradiate the entire area. I'm actually gonna do this. I'm not really looking to tame them. That's just so they can survive. Yeah, I know some people don't like radiation, but it's amazing when you harness it properly, right? Right now I'm worried about germs. I don't need to care anymore. They're no longer an issue because of these guys. It's like normally you don't need to worry about germs at all, but in my game you do. Shower room, which means morale's gonna be fine. Let's go ahead and get that going. Let's get it out of the environment, similar to this, and put it in the reservoirs. I don't like to reject anything, honestly. Free materials are free materials. Alright, how we doing? How many oxyfern seeds do we have? There's one right here. I guess I have to do that. That's very weird. Like, someone can go down there, right? Right. That's crazy. Alright, she's just getting that ready. Perfect. And she can do it because she has a sweater. If she didn't have the sweater, she'd be struggling. Be getting hit with frostbite. Give me 1 second, I gotta stretch. Whew, alright. Yeah, muscle strength suck. Oh, he's stuck. That sucks. Yeah, but we got these guys going. Did he die? Oh, they don't last for very long, do they? Yeah, they have a very short life. All right. That's gonna be the glossy Draco right there. How are we doing? I'm gonna get that sorted out if I can. Looks like chlorine's down there. How's water looking? Water's fine. As long as I can see water in that, we have enough. There's also this really cool mod that gives you like a ruler. Let me move the mic a little bit. I like this microphone. It's decent enough. Like the other one was solid enough as like a, what do you call it? Just a small scale mic. Like obviously I'm not, like a YouTuber or anything. But it is nice to actually get some clarity when it comes to, you know, the voice. This is Brian, so she's gonna be struggling a little bit. But she's in there. Good. There's also something quirky about ice in this game. It's like every time you remove ice, you remove like 50% of its mass, I think. So generally you just want it to melt. So I'm trying to remove as little ice as possible right here. Yeah, she'll be okay. Like, she's cold, but again, she has a sweater, which prevents her from... Oop, it's a mic. Prevents her from getting too cold. Because if she gets too cold, she'll have to deal with frostbite. And frostbite is basically the same as overheating. They lose health the colder it gets, so you gotta actually control it. I'll probably give you that. I'm about to get Bristle Blossoms going. There we go. We got the water brine going. This is hot brine, so it shouldn't be a huge deal. And we're gonna have enough coal for sure because of the hatches. That's the advanced power regulation. That's the shower room. I would like to get the gas shut-off valve going if I can. And then essentially I'm just doing this. That's not gonna work. I need to put it over here. Let's see. Not as foolproof as the gas filter, but much less, uses much less power. Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do this. Yep. I'm gonna have to crush some metal. There we go. They're gonna take care of it. I don't need to worry about that. I just need to get rid of the polluted oxygen so it can't spread. Yep, and then we'll be okay. Okay, we're gonna do that here. Very good. Then we'll go ahead and dump you there. We'll drop that there. Gotta remember that sulfur only comes... doesn't really come in like a high supply. Basically, I don't have a lot of sulfur, is what I'm saying. I need to ship it over here. But that's gonna be the grub fruit farm, right? That's for grub fruit. I have water weed, huh? Okay. I need grub fruit seeds. Grub fruit farm, sugar farm, right? That's why I'm splitting them up. Very good. I'm gonna do 40 down here. Perfect. Okay, good. They're taking care of the germs. You can see the germs are gone. Just outright, they're gone. No, so that worked out. Good. Alright, very good. I can go ahead and delete that. Delete that. Probably delete all of this as well. Where's that Sweetle? There he is. He's satisfied. I don't need to worry about it. We got a stone hatch, which is never bad. Never a bad thing. Gonna go ahead and drop the stone hatch egg down Yasuo. And do that. That's gonna be the Sweetle eggs, I think. I'm actually gonna copy that. Sweetle eggs, that's gonna be Grub eggs only. So Grub, and this is gonna be Sweetle. And then we're gonna remove the Sweetle from here. And we're only gonna have like Grubs in here, I think. Kind of seems like overkill, doesn't it? It does. It does seem like overkill. Maybe I'll have 2 farms. Also, this is not balanced. It's driving me crazy. It's not symmetrical. What is that? That's sulfur. That's sulfur, that's sucrose. That's fine. I can do both in one. If we got this going, let's go ahead and drop the stone hatch eggs down here. Germs are no longer a problem. Yep, germs are gone. Perfect. Gotta love radiation. It's great. It also powers your farms and stuff and generators and whatnot. It's really useful. What we got going on over here? That's full. Okay, it's time to get the spawn going. Probably gonna set it up over here. See if I remember how to do my design. Like, I've managed to make it compact enough so it can fit within a 24 tile space. Let's see if I can do that. And I like the compact designs for sure. I've never been a big fan of like the big lumbering designs, you know? I like when things can just kind of fit in their space. Okay. And I think... No, yeah, that's good. And then I'm just gonna close it off here. Yeah, that's perfect. Just testing it. Yep. Alright, that's gonna be where I do my industrial levels of oxygen, right here. Not gonna do that yet, because I'm gonna dig that out. Okay, let's just do that here. I can't believe it's 9 o'clock. It's crazy. Oof. Time flies, man. It never seems to fly during the working day, does it? It's always when it drags, especially on a Friday. It's like if you're on vacation or something, it's like, boom, there goes the time. Maybe another 10 minutes. I should really go ice this brain. There It would help. Like, it's not debilitating or anything, it's just annoying. It's niggling is the word. It's one of those niggling things. Like, it's really annoying to deal with. That's not debilitating at all. Yeah, that lack of symmetry throws me off. For sure. Okay, there we go. Okay. Yeah, we're good on power. I'm tuning these up because, why not? It doesn't use a whole lot of refined metal. Doesn't hurt. There go the extra sage hatches. They're gonna be glum. I don't care at all. I can even let them roam around, honestly. Yep. How are we doing over here? That's the park. Is that still a park? It is, okay. Cool. I'll do that. Right. Okay. It's actually pretty cold over here as well. Alright, so we'll do this too, and then we'll say Ellie can go over there. And we're gonna do Fleetweed at some point, for sure. Because frost buns are pretty easy to handle. I already have cold water everywhere, so it shouldn't be a problem. Taking care of that. We got skill points that we can't really give to anyone. Shower room, very good. We have our little loop here. Our shower loop. We also have a bathroom loop, which means we're gonna have excess water every time they use the bathroom. Eventually you get so much water that what's the word I'm looking for? That you have to deal with it. Like, yeah, you can get overflows of water from bathroom loops. So it can be an issue in that sense, but it's free water essentially, which is never a bad thing. Nice, germs are dealt with. Very good. If I could just get this polluted oxygen to drop, that'd be the last of it. Carbon dioxide. I need that there. Alright, good. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, good. He's getting the spam going. Spam set up. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with it. Like, hydrogen's good. I might make this my hydrogen chamber for the Drekos, honestly. You're trapped because you're a dummy. Okay, alright. What are you making this out of? Make it out of granite, because you have that. Gotta babysit them sometimes, unfortunately. Copy those settings, delete that. And then let's do... Yeah, we'll do... Not that, we'll do this. Yeah, and then we'll also do that. I think that will be sulfur. Then we'll put sucrose over here, maybe. Yeah, there's also an egg up there. What am I gonna do with these guys? Excess. Okay, we're good. I might send somebody to analyze that. I do have someone who can learn field research. So we'll do you. That's a lot, but we'll do you. But then you'll also research. Yes. Cooking and researching. We're actually gonna say that and that. Both equally important. He's making, Oh, hold on. Wrong guy. My bad. Wrong base. Wrong base. Ashkan. Okay. I need to send him over here then. Yeah, I'm gonna send him over there. We have enough pickled meal, he can roll. Okay, good, that's running, good. Now I need to get all the way down here and place my pump. And eventually I'm gonna need to go down there anyway. That's not as bad. And then we'll do the liquid pump. We're also running out of metal, which is always going to be a potential issue. Ice, brine ice. Alright, that's good. Just gotta do that. That's the last one, too. Last space. I have two more I can do. We'll see if I do it. He's gonna take care of it. I'll actually do that, close it off so the air is not going. And then we'll go ahead and copy that. And we'll say that's sucrose. I like the fact that we can type things in now. Very useful. And we're gonna say only grubs here. No Thweedles. Nope. And we're gonna make that, that's what? That's a 6? We're gonna make that a 7 then. Higher priority. Perfect. Can make that lower priority. How are we doing over here? We're out of power. We have coal. Like we have a lot of coal. Okay, yeah, they're going so far to get coal though. I should probably make that higher priority. Should also make that a mechanical airlock. Perfect. Okay, we're almost done with that. I'm just gonna go ahead and use a ladder. Ladders are usually easier. There we go. Yeah, germs are sorted out. Now we're gonna turn this into a Thweedle wrench. Maybe we'll do like sucrose engines or something. That's what, 46? That might be a little too big. 46 is huge. Let's see. 48. Yes, that's too big. I can make it smaller. Not a big deal. Starting to run out of algae, but that's not a huge issue. I have more everywhere. Algae over here and there, that's not a huge issue at all. Just gotta keep an eye on it, really. It says they're lacking beds, but they actually hot swap beds. They have a mod that actually allows them to hot swap, which makes sense because they're barracks, you know? Like, if you're not hot swapping barracks, are they even barracks? Like in the army, nobody really has a bunk that belongs to them, maybe temporarily. I'll go ahead and drop that there. The biggest issue is going to be the temperature of this water. I'm going to need to heat it up without actually using a tepidizer. Because I really don't like tepidizers. Alright, they're also going to go over there. Perfect. I need a new source of power. That's 908. That is way too much. 1670 because of the incubators. Yeah. These things last for 150 cycles, so I think I'll be okay. I might actually take one of these incubators out of commission. Regain some of that material. Yeah, this is going to be a short one. I didn't realize it was getting so late. Yeah, that's the nice thing about YouTube. You know, I'm not really committed to it. So it's not like I really need it to perform or anything. I'm just doing what I'd normally do. Then it helps me organize my thoughts a little bit, you know? And then also it's a nice little video log for the future. I'm running out of copper, but I have copper down here. That's not a big deal. I have copper up here too. Like I have access to these resources, so I'm not that worried about it. Over here as well. That's not a huge deal. I think I'm... Okay, he's over there. Have you taken care of this? Oh, he can't get down there, I see. Yeah, he's supposed to be taking care of that. Alright, so let's make this a bigger deal. Make that an 8, because he's supposed to be taking care of this. Supposed to tell me when it next goes off, and then I'll send him home. You can also see he's doing a job here. Like he has a role to play, so I can actually get another dupe, I think. Especially since I'm about to get a spawn going. Yeah, if you don't know, a spawn is basically just a what is it? Oh, a cell. What's it called again? It's basically an endless oxygen machine, right? A self-powered oxygen machine. So it produces oxygen, it produces the energy that you need to keep the setup going. And generally you only need to input water. So I have my own little compact spawn design. Yeah, that is gonna be a tough one. Not igneous. What about thermal conductivity? Like the ones with a lower conductivity are usually better, I think. Yeah. Oh, it's the ones that are higher, right? Trying to remember how it works. It's lower, right, that makes sense. So those are very conductive, those aren't as conductive. Obsidian. Makes sense. Not as conductive. This usually matters more when it comes to heat. When it comes to cold, not so much. Like, you don't really care about cold. I'm gonna go ahead and... It's gonna be a lot of material, though. My only problem. That way I ensure that I'm not just mining through the, what do you call it? Through the ice. And then I'll store it here, and then maybe here as well. And the goal is just to get it out of the environment and get it into pipe. How are we doing? Okay, and we'll do any excess over there. Let's go ahead and open that up. Alright, we're doing alright. He's cooking over here. Yeah, he has a lot of meal lice to cook, for sure. I can imagine. And again, pickled meal lice isn't an amazing meal, but it does have like, what, 24 cycles before it spoils. So it actually lasts a really long time. So it's a great backup food. If you don't have anything better, like 32 cycles is a long time. That's probably better space food than berry sludge because it's such a low effort food. You only need dirt, and that's it. Baked muckroot, which is better than pickled meal, barely. Alright, they're taking care of it. It's good. Also keeping the base sealed. Oh, someone needs to eat apparently, and they're in the bathroom. A false alarm. I need another generator. Okay, here we go. I can probably send someone. It's you. You need to eat, I imagine. Okay, let's see. I mean, algae. Ooh, glow stick. Low amounts of rads and light. That's actually nice. Requires light to sleep. Does that mean he doesn't need light because he emits light? Huh. That's interesting. He doesn't have very good abilities, though. That's an interesting dupe, though. I wonder. He's He's also useful because he's like what is it? He's free radiation, so he'll kill germs anywhere he goes. Huh. I'm gonna wait. I'm actually gonna wait here. I want him to make that a higher priority. Yeah, I'm gonna wait because that's a very interesting dude for sure. Yeah, he's still cooking. As the kids say, let him cook, I guess, literally. What do we got? Alright, there we go. Yeah, the problem with this is it's gonna let oxygen go as soon as I do this. Because, like, oxygen has nowhere else to go. It's not the best choice for this. Because it's just gonna get blocked up. Yeah. It's just gonna let oxygen out. That's a good idea, but I don't know. That only works when oxygen's constantly flowing. So I'd need to do a thing where I check and then turn it off or something. Okay, you guys are okay. She's getting that job done. Very good. Sopping wet doesn't matter. He's still cooking over here, isn't he? Send him home. Yeah, I actually want to try this dupe out. Go home. What are you doing? Go home. He'll go eventually. He's being an idiot. I want to see him, though. This is so interesting to me. Like, do you emit light when you're sleeping? Let's see. Let's put him on his own shift if I can find one. We got one. Put him there. And let's give him the cooking skill. Yeah, you're gonna be the cook. Sorry, guy. And then probably storing. That's the least important thing they can do. Yep. But ensure that they're always busy, but it's the least important thing they can do. Alright, what else got going on? She's prepping to start storing that brine. And then once we start storing the brine, we'll actually start processing it for that, which will be water. And I think once I get the water going, I'm going to get a sweet wheat farm going, which is the next logical step. For sure. We got sweet wheat over here. We got Weesworth over here. I think we can start doing frost buns as well. Yeah, frost buns. Pretty standard. Plus 4 morale. Pretty good. Still pretty standard. This is a modded food type. Just to give you some variety. Also, it's a bit bugged because it really shouldn't be showing up here, should it? Or maybe it should. It says bake. I mean, it's a grill though. You don't bake on the grill. The Jeffersons lied to me then, I guess. That's an old one. Imagine we live in a world where people don't know what the Jeffersons is, but you know, it exists. We live in a world where kids don't know what a diskette is, so yeah. Crazy, time flies. Like if I talked to my nephews, they'd never believe that there was a time when the internet didn't exist. We take it all for granted, right? Starting to sound like my grandparents. Circle of life though, right? Copper ore. Yeah, that makes sense. I think we're good for now. Alright, so let's do the logging because I tend to log a bit. before we call it. Okay, so Ellie's getting ready to set up a liquid flow to start storing this brine, right? Ellie's gonna start doing that. Once Ellie does that, we need the researcher to come and research this to get the timing for it. That's one. You know, once we have that sorted out, we need fleet wheat, which we're gonna start farming. That's two. And then we're gonna transition from mealwood to fleet wheat. We'll still do mealwood as like a backup food, but we're gonna stop relying on it as the main food. And that's the primary thing. We have to start handling these extra Drekos. I think now it's time to get a hydrogen chamber going for them. So we can start exploiting reed fiber, and then we'll have like a hydrogen chamber full of Drekos, and this will be the breeding chamber, as it says. And then that will be the next step, the next few things to take care of. On this side, we're going to start exploiting this geyser. We've already started. So we're setting up the first bomb over here. I need to go back to my other save in progress and try to remember the design, or I can also do this, which will let me use my old blueprint. And that fits exactly in 24 squares, so can also do that. So I need to get the SPOM up and running. First SPOM, figure out what I'm going to do with it. Also start setting up hydrogen chambers over here to start taking advantage of the glossy Dreklets and Drekos for the plastic. Obviously, this is going to be the breeding chamber, and then this is going to be the hydrogen chamber. I'm trying to figure out where to put it. Probably up here. I'll probably just keep everything up here, I'm thinking. Because remember, the whole point is to keep everything kind of contained, instead of doing like one super base. So if I need to do something, I'll have it in a certain area. So for example, this is the primary base here. Kind of shuts off right here. And then if I need a farm, I have it over here. I might do a fleet wheat farm over here because it might be easier to just use that instead. I'm thinking we'll have a fleet wheat farm on the left-hand side. We have the grub fruit farm over here already. And then if we need to do Dreklets and Drekos, we'll do it up here. We'll have the hydrogen chamber probably up here as well. Probably liquid locket or something. And then eventually I'd like to get in here, because it's weird to see it so hot. But if I can get like Atmo suits, and if I can put the Flicksters here, I can get Molten Flicksters. And Molten Flicksters are actually really good because they give you petroleum. So you can just avoid that entire process of producing petroleum. And I can just do it there, and then I just get petroleum, right? Like, it's not a lot. 10 per cycle is not a whole lot, but I can have like a ton of Flicksters. I can have like 6 or 7 Flicksters maybe, and then get 70 kilograms of petroleum per cycle. And that costs me like no heat at all, or power, so I don't have to go through any of that. Yeah, but that's what I'm aiming to do. I'm gonna save it because I really can't sit here all night. Thank you, Strains and Springs. I appreciate it.